Sanibonani Dumelang, and welcome to yet an amazing episode of Gospel News SA, where we bring you the latest news and events happening within the gospel industry. Kalibiteki Portia Makume, and today we're launching yet another album from one of the best artists in Zanzi. Now, before I introduce our guest for today, please don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and here on Facebook at Gospel News SA. He's a songwriter, a recording artist, former member of Tshwane Gospel Choir, a former backing vocalist at Gospel Unplugged. Obviously, the fans knows who I'm talking about. Thabang Clinton, Thabang, welcome to Gospel News SA.
Thank you for having me, guys. Such a great pleasure to be here with you. Yeah, it's such a great pleasure, eh? And are you well, though?
I am good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Now, let's get on to it. Can you tell us the inspiration behind the title of your album, Jesus My Covering?
Oh, yeah, it's one of the interesting topic, but to just outline there is that the inspiration behind Jesus My Covering album is that it's an emphasis that indeed Jesus is our true covering, because we're living in the time, in the season where people trust their pastors more than trusting the Lord himself. So Jesus My Covering is actually a reminder to say, hey guys, Jesus is the head of the church. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. Now, you were at Tshwane Gospel Choir. You were at
Yeah.
What gave you that thing of saying that now I want to be my own brand?
Yeah. It's such an interesting journey that actually it was. Being part of the choir, and then that on its own, it was such an amazing experience because I've learned so many things there. I had to find myself and get really developed, like vocally and personally, because now imagine being in around 30 vocalists, talented vocalists, and then you have to stand out as like your brand, as like Thabang Clinton. It was such an honor, and although it was not an easy thing, but it helped me to actually find myself. And then moving into Gospel Unplugged, there it was such a hard work. So at least of having that background of always working hard, always trying to push yourself to beyond your limit. It was in the gene. So now it's more of, now you're on your own, you got to work hard, especially in Gospel Unplugged. Then moving again from Gospel Unplugged to come in my own brand. Now I had to match everything that I've learned from the choir, from Gospel Unplugged, and push it into my brand. So it was such an amazing experience. Yeah.
I have to say, great work indeed. Great work indeed. It's true when they say that you have to start somewhere for you to be where you are at some point. Now, can you tell us who you worked with in your album?
In my album, what happened is that I decided to go locally because I'm from Rustenburg, Northwest. So I was like, you know what, every charity begins at home. So let me start working with artists around, musicians around Rustenburg. So, but in addition to that, I wanted to work with well-known people, but the Lord's doing, he always has that thing of saying, he always has that thing of not allowing certain things to happen. So I'm featured Innocentia from Idols. So yep.
That's amazing. That is great. That's really amazing. Do you have any upcoming projects or anything pertaining your album that you'll be doing moving forward and all that?
Sorry about the lighting. About the project, the lighting is failing me. The side. Can you give me some few seconds? Okay.
No problem.
So about the project, we are planning to do a launch, which is coming up after the levels have been reduced. So that's our plan actually. And then with the booking, obviously, we are like, even now we are recording something which is coming to you guys very soon. So just be on the lookout for something, guys.
That's great. Can you just not move your headsets a bit? I think they're a bit. Okay. Yeah.
Shake it. Okay, cool.
Amazing, amazing. Now, viewers at home, if you've just joined us now, we're speaking to Thabang, who is launching his album today, and we're about to listen to one of his songs. Please don't forget to comment on the comment section and give us any questions that you might have for him. Mr. Preacher, please do that and let us listen to the music.
Pinch out for a big view. Pinch out for a big view. Okay.
Greater is He that is in me than the one who lives in the world. It's a scripture right there. Greater is He that is in me than the one who lives in the world. Greater, yeah. Greater is He. Come on, come on. Say, greater is He that is in me than the one. Say, greater is He that is in me than the one. Woo. There's a kingdom inside of me, kingdom of power and authority. There's an army all around me, and it's filled with all power and authority. That's the key. And authority. Come on. There's an army all around me, and it's filled with all and authority. There's a key inside of me, kingdom of power and authority. There's an army all around me, and it's filled with all and authority. There's a key. I'm waiting on you. There's an army all around me, and it's filled with all power and authority. There's the key. And authority, and authority. Hey, authority, and authority. Come on. Hey, authority, and authority. And authority. And authority.
Wow, amazing. That was Creator is He by Thabang Clinton from his album Jesus My Covering. Wow, that was really, really great. Now, Thabang, can you please tell us the challenges that you encountered when you were recording this album? Thabang, please unmute.
Oh, oh, guys, sorry about that. The challenges working with different people and different characters, and you have to pull them together to work together. So I think it was one of the major challenge that I had to face in this recording, because imagine, for the first time I had to deal with the production, I have to deal with the singers, I have to deal with the marketing, I have to deal with but anyway, it was worth it though, because I had to enjoy it. I enjoyed it. So that was the one major problem that I encountered here.
Now, can you tell us how important is prayer pertaining that? Because I know when you're working with people, it's really difficult because we have different characters that you have to handle and all that. Now, how important is prayer when it comes to that?
Oh, good God Almighty. Prayer, it's one of the engine of every believer. So especially when you do the things of God, you must make sure at all time you pray, because that's where you draw some strength. For me, I think prayer, it's not just a once-off thing. It's a consistent thing, because it's my breath. So if I stop praying, I cannot minister. If I stop praying, I cannot serve anybody. So prayer, it's so important. And for this project, I think one thing I've learned about this project, it taught me how to find God for myself, not to go out there and say, guys, can you pray for me? No, I had to find God for myself, because I had to hear what is the Lord saying pertaining in towards this project. So from day one up until to the last, I was praying for this project, and I'm still praying for this project, because at the end of the day, it takes prayer to survive in this world.
Just reminded me of one of the hymns that's so to Erin Likunutun Lumurena Homonati Hakakan.
Yes,
That is really,
exactly.
really amazing.
Mhm.
Now, can you just tell us what advice would you give out to young musicians that wants to go independent? Because of it's really important to get out of your comfort zone and be yourself as well. What advice would you give them?
Number one, I could say they must hear from God first, because at times we do a lot of mistakes. We want to do things, but we don't have a covering. You don't have someone who backs you up. When you hear from God, God has his way of bringing right people. Just to give like a small testimony in regards to this recording, I remember my last, because I started doing an annual concert from 2016. As soon as I left the choir, I was doing my annual concert. And even on that note, I heard from the Lord, like, you know what, Clinton, you got to do Secret Place. And I started doing Secret Place from 2016 and 17 up until 2019. And then I remember the time I was still ministering on stage in 2019, in 2018, the Lord dropped this word in my spirit that this is the last time you're going to be ministering in church setting like this. Now I'm taking you to a different direction. Okay, cool. Then I told the team that I normally work with, Kuti, this is what the Lord is saying about the secret place and all that. Because me normally I like to inquire from the Lord. Kuti, okay, fine, God, you said I should go to point A. I did that. Then where are we going now? And then, okay, 2019, around February, it was pressed in my spirit like, Clinton, you are recording. By that time, I had no budget. I was not signed. I was like, God, I'm recording. And then where are we going to get the money? And as Honamuto fellow, you be like, let me just try to make some little effort, Nyana. And then I went out there and tried to get some sponsors. It never worked out. And then around March, someone said, Clinton, I want to give you some money. I was like, what money for? Then she gave me like 1.5. Hey, guys. Then I went again with them and I took them and I was like, Lord, what should I do with this money? And it came very strong in my spirit. Go book the auditorium. I was like, hey, guys, where am I going to get the money for the recording? Then I went into the municipality, booked the auditorium, and they asked me, what are you going to do in this auditorium? When you fill the form, they all normally ask you that. And I was like, I'm recording on the 26th of October. We're like, okay, cool. They booked the auditorium. By that time, it was only 1.5 that I had. I had no other sponsors. I was not signed by anybody. And then, okay, cool. I took the contract, then went home. Then I started to pray. I'm like, God, now I'm not thinking that you are bringing me to this point to embarrass me, because I just went to book the venue and now here we are. So where are we going? Then you had March, April, May, June. By that time, October is approaching. June, July, somebody invited me to the funeral. And so I was like, guys, how can you invite me to the funeral? Anyway, I went to the funeral. They were busy rehearsing for that funeral because the burial was the next day. And then, to cut the long story short, after that, I got the recording deal, like on spot. I got the recording deal. I was signed, and then the following week they were like, "We're gonna pay off the auditorium. You're gonna pay off the stage. You're gonna pay off." Then after that, I was like, "You know what, God, man? If I didn't follow your voice, give me a little guy." So that's what I'm saying to every upcoming artist: don't rush because people are saying record, record, record. Don't do things because of other people or other influences. Just hear God for yourself. So this is my everyday prayer. Like, you know what, God, you can take everything away, but never take your spirit away from me, because that's where I'm drawing strength and direction. Yeah.
Indeed, greater is He that is in us than he that is in the world.
Exactly.
Now, can you tell us where can we get the album? Where can we download it?
Oh yeah, the album is available on leading digital stores such as iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Music, and it's available. It's available. So yeah, digital wise, it's available, but over the hard copies, we're still working on it. We shall clearly notify you guys as soon as it's out on stores.
While on that, can you please give us your handles, your social media handles? Where can we get you?
Okay, Facebook wise, it's Thabang Clinton. I've got 2 accounts, Thabang Clinton Reloaded, and the fan page is Thabang Clinton. Instagram is Thabang Clinton. Twitter is Thabang Clinton 8. Yeah. Are we still there?
All right, we might have lost Portia there, so I'm gonna try and take over and just finish off, right?
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us today, bruh. Look, it was such an amazing time. I enjoyed, and I hope everybody
Yeah.
as well at home has enjoyed, and we've had fun, just listening to your music and um allowing us or allowing you to tell us our story. We appreciate it, and thank you. I don't know. Do
It's
you
my
have any
pleasure.
closing remarks perhaps for your fans, for your followers, for everybody at home?
Yeah, I could actually say just love the Lord, guys. We
Yeah,
better love
yeah,
the Lord. We must just love the Lord with all our hearts and lean
yeah.
not on our own understanding.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for joining us. This was our Friday album launch with Thabang Clinton. We've had a great time. Go out and buy music. So music of Fakaza or let download or later. That's not good. That's not good. Support our local artists and respect their hard work on every project that they do and the amount of work they put into their album. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gospel News SA. Catch us tomorrow at 3 p.m. We are launching a new show called The Close Up, and on Saturday, or rather on Sunday, we're back at 3 p.m. again with our live sessions. We love you. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Out.
Yeah.